Martin Wallace.
Hey!
We have enough time to get here.
Hey.
So how's everyone doing tonight?
Yeah.
You enjoying yourself so far?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. But I think that's more to do with what's going on with me at the moment. I'll be honest, I'm really genuinely thinking about getting a new job. Now I know what you're thinking. If you'd had this revelation a week ago, we wouldn't have to be listening to him now. But rest assured, this is not the job that I'm packing in. No, this isn't a job. You'd have to get paid for that to be a job. So, the thing I think that's putting me off getting a new job is it's really hard. I mean, like desperately so. Because for a start, you've got to deal with the critters. Before I continue, do we have any of the critters in the building tonight? Good, because they wouldn't like this next part. Are there any bigger dickheads in the world than the critters? I mean, seriously, there is a special place in hell for those fuckers. I mean, I'm probably being too harsh, honestly. I'm probably being too harsh. I don't envy them and I wouldn't do their job. But it does take a special sort of lying bastard to be so excited that you're the best thing since sliced bread, to being the person who they can't remember your name 2 weeks later when you phone them. I had this one guy, this one recruiter who phoned me up and he's like, "Oh, Martin, I'm going to get you the best things, don't you worry about it, I'm going to get you sorted. It's going to take me a little time, but I'll get you sorted. In the meantime," he says, there's going to be some other cowboys try and get hold of you. They're going to want you to sign up with them. Ignore them. I've got you. Now, I don't know what it was about this chap. Maybe it was his overconfidence. Maybe it was the way he kept calling me partner. Maybe, in fact, it was that his hold music was the theme from Rawhide. But I didn't entirely trust this gentleman. And I'm glad I didn't, because it's been 2 years. I still haven't heard from him, but I'm sure there's good things in the works. The other issue when you're looking for a new job is it's really time consuming. I mean, it literally is a full-time job trying to get a full-time job. And especially when you work already, there are only so many days that you can take off for interviews. So, you know, like, they'll only give you so many sick days, or personal days, or grieving days. I mean, on my last job search, I encountered such tragedy that the writers of EastEnders turned to me and went, "Whoa, that's too far." It's enough. I think the only member of my family I had left was my budgie. And they would not give me any time off for him. So I think, like, but when you get to that stage, once you've done this, you've been on, you've sorted it out, you've got your interviews coming, and you think, right, that's when the trouble begins. First off, what do you wear? I can remember going on this interview. It was the height of summer, it was boiling outside, the sweat dripping down me. So I wore a tie, the guy was not happy. I mean, I don't think the fact that I was only wearing a tie had anything to do with it. But it is genuinely a minefield though. I mean, what's the rules? Jacket, no jacket. Tie, no tie. Trousers, no trousers. Oh, no, hold on. No, that last one's probably okay. No, yeah. And actually as a guy, what you wear is usually quite easy. Because we all know how this works. Someone says to you, dress smart, shirt in. Smart casual. Oh, okay. The other thing I try and do whenever I'm looking for a new job, I take up jogging. We all want to look our best, even if our best is still quite dire. But, and you'll notice that I said jogging there, and not running, because I fundamentally refuse to do it. A friend of mine said to me a couple of years ago, "We don't jog anymore. We run, we walk. There is nothing in between." I thought that can't be true. So I took a really scientific approach. I went onto Instagram, and I checked the hashtags. At the time I looked, there was less than 100 hashtags for jogging, but over 58 million hashtags for running. Now, I think some people aren't being overly honest about the speed in which they're moving there. And I think that's my issue on the situation, is because when I refuse to call it that what I do running, it is jogging, because the speed in which I move is akin to that of the $6 million man. And for those of you in the audience too young to remember, he runs in slow motion. But once you've then kind of like resolved this, I'm fighting fit, I'm dressed appropriately, you've then got to go to the bloody interview. And the only issue with an interview is they ask you questions. Who'd have thunk it? But the level of questions that they ask are moronic. Here are a few of my favourite. So, why are you leaving your current job? Are you familiar with the term jump before you're pushed? So, why do you want to work here? Now that really is a shit question. Because apparently it's not acceptable to use the words, because you're hiring? I mean, I kind of want to turn around to them and go, you're the one who fucking works here, you tell me. But then we move on. Then we move on to the really bad ones. Okay? What are your greatest strengths? Is there a way to answer that question without sounding like a twat? It is impossible. So I think, fuck it, let's go all out. None of this, oh, I'm really organised shit. I don't know. I can jump buildings with a single bound. I can carry an elephant on the end of my knob. That's the shit that I do. Well, then they follow that up with the worst question of all. What are your worst weaknesses? There is nobody, and I mean nobody, either prepared or expecting an honest answer to that question. What would an honest answer sound like to that? I mean, like, my greatest weakness, right, okay. I'm habitually late. I'll tell you what, another issue I've got is I detest working with people. Sometimes in the afternoon, I get a bit bored and I nip to the toilet for a wank. No, nobody wants to hear that. They want you to turn that shit around. It's like, my greatest weakness, you know what? I have tanked my last 2 relationships because I spend so much time at work. That's how committed I am. I take it really personally if a customer leaves us because they're like family to me. I have single-handedly caused the downfall of 2 companies because they could not keep up with the demand of the work I brought in. That's how you answer that question. After that, though, you get the job. And the problem with getting a job is you've got to leave your existing job. And they make you do a thing called a notice period. That is like purgatory. Nobody wants that. You don't want to be there. They don't want you there. Even your friends at work don't want you there. Because who wants the guy who's walking in going, it's shit, it's shit. Now, in all honesty, it's probably no different to what you were doing beforehand, but at least then you were in it together. Now you're just a fucker with another job. So, the best thing that they can do sometimes is, what they do with salespeople is they put them on garden leave, which is a kind thing to do. Because let's be honest, nobody wants a salesman who isn't invested in the company anymore. You don't want that guy. How would a client meeting look at that point? Martin, can you tell me why you're 3 hours late to this meeting? Was it traffic? No, I just didn't want to come. Okay, so why should we buy from you? You shouldn't. We are shit. Seriously, not good. Alright, can you at least tell me? Will I get good after sales service? I seriously doubt it. That's not happening. So I think from all that, I've taken it that I'm probably best off not moving on at this point. So I'm going to unfortunately continue in my current job, and unfortunately for you guys, I'm going to continue doing this a bit longer as well. You have been fantastic. Thank you very much. Good night.
Hey!